Hi, this is Regeline Sabat, also known as Gigi. You're listening to Walk With Me podcast. I'm so excited to begin this new series of Walk With Me podcast in 2021. My guest today is Cynthia Blackwell. Cynthia Blackwell is known to many as a dynamic firecracker. Cynthia Blackwell is a business and life strategist, keynote speaker, influencer, and author. Welcome to the show, Cynthia.
Hello. It's wonderful to be here, Gigi. Thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome. It's an honor.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I love it. Now, can you start off by telling us about you and where you are from?
Well, I'm originally from San Antonio, Texas. I moved here to Florida because there was a beautiful surfer boy that invited me. And 30 plus years later, we live here in Central Florida, have 6 adult, beautiful, accomplished, amazing kids and 9 grandchildren. So yeah, a little bit about me.
I love it. Now tell us more about Cynthia Blackwell Consulting.
Well, Cynthia Blackwell Consulting is this. I love helping individuals identify what their definition of success is, but not just success, massive success. And so I love doing coaching, one-on-one coaching and helping people. And then I also love doing classroom style or virtual workshops. I just love sharing and teaching. And so, yep, that's me.
Fantastic. Now, what does leadership mean to you, Cynthia?
Leadership means serving others at the same time that you are serving yourself, meaning as you are cultivating, coaching, and helping others, you are also filling your joy bucket at the same time and driving results and initiatives for either the organization, the project, the nonprofit, the initiative, whatever that might be.
Wonderful. Now, how important is it to maintain a resilient mindset?
Well, it's key to everything. If you have a resilient mindset, then you can overcome any obstacles. You can embrace any opportunities that come your way, and you'll always be joyful and happy. And when you're not, you have the skill set to take yourself back to that joyful, high-flying mentality.
Very powerful. Now, what inspired you to become a speaker?
What inspired me to become a speaker? Oh, there's my grandson. And so, it's funny because as a kid, I was quite shy outside of the family, but inside of the family, I was known as the ringleader. And so, coming out into the business world and, going into adulthood, my dad always said to me, if you don't open your mouth and actually speak and talk to people and tell them what it is that you want and what you're thinking, you're not going to get it, right? And so that's probably really honestly what motivated me to become a speaker. It just was natural transition for me. I love talking to people. I'm an extrovert and I have to feed that monster. And the best way to feed that monster is to get in front of a group of people. As well as I love sharing and helping others, inspiring others. And so that's another great way for me to do that, the masses instead of just one-on-one.
Fantastic. Now, tell us more about people. What was that? We were breaking up a little bit.
Energy from a room full of people.
I love it. I love it. Now, tell us more about your book, The Magic of 3.
So the magic of 3 is all about bringing it to the surface for you. The fact that the magic of 3 is already in our lives. From a religious perspective, it's, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. We find it in cliches that we say every single day. 2 things happen, bad things happen. We say, oh, what's the 3rd thing that's going to happen? Because it always happens in 3. Or in business, we say, okay, what are your top 3 goals and objectives for this year? Or personally, we say, well, my top 3 New Year's resolutions are the 3 things I want to accomplish are. And so that's where the magic of 3 comes into play. And what I focus on is in the book is bringing it to your attention. So then that way it's not foreign to you. It's not something new. We already have it. Just embrace it. Just be aware of it. And then I also give key things that you can do to leverage the number 3 to drive results and for you to achieve massive success.
Very powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to grab your copy of The Magic of 3 by Cynthia Blackwell. Now, tell us more about the major challenge you had to overcome in your life, Cynthia.
Major challenge. I would say the top, well, that's a good question. I have a few. But I would say the major challenge for me is probably being a mom and learning how to communicate in an effective way. Being a mom is the most important job I've ever had. The pay sucks. The hours are tough, but the rewards are extraordinary. That has really prepared me, in my opinion, that has really prepared me for life in general. Leadership skills, again, budgeting, again, project management, your finances, influencing decisions, your communication skills, the 5 love languages, the 5 languages of appreciation at work, relationship management. Because I got to tell you, having 6 children, like 6, right? You have 6 kids, talk about personalities and wants and needs and, different phases in life that they were in, from toddler to, adolescent to puberty. So yes. That was a good question, Gigi. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, what is your why that keeps you going, Cynthia?
My why. That's funny you asked that question, because my mantra, my word for this year is why. And the mantra behind it is, I'm going to ask all year long, why not? Why can't we? How might we? Right? So my why is having fun, and every single day filling my joy bucket, conversations with extraordinary people, incredible experiences. That's my why.
Absolutely amazing. Now, was there a time in your life journey where you experienced an aha moment?
Oh my gosh, those are almost daily. Yes. One of my most recent aha moments has been receiving extraordinary, incredible communication with the publisher that I wanted to work with. Prayer, meditation, and just overall throwing it out there and asking for the right path, the right message, the next steps. And so the aha of that little voice saying, just reach out to the publisher. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? He says, no, he doesn't want to talk to you. So I reach out. His response is, absolutely, let's talk. Here's the link to my calendar. I go to schedule it. I respond to him, hey, we're scheduled. I'm looking forward to it. He schedules, gives me 30 minutes, and 50 minutes later on the call, he's excited and asking me to forward everything to him. So for me, that was an aha moment. Before we went live, I said to you, ask and you shall receive. If you don't ask, will you never receive? And so that was yet another aha moment for me, the power of asking and believing. You get it if you ask, if you believe. So that's an aha moment for me that I experience on a regular basis, but most recently.
Very inspiring. Now, you mentioned faith. How important is your relationship with God to you?
It's everything. I live my life and run my business. It's God, family, and then business. And all of my clients know that, and they respect it and they appreciate it, whether they value the same things in the same order.
I love it. Now, tell us more about what gives you the most happiness.
Repeat your question, Gigi. I'm sorry. I got so excited. I choked on my spat.
Not a problem. What gives you the most happiness in your life?
Ooh, well, here comes the magic of 3. Okay. Because when you ask that question, 3 things pop into my head. It's, my faith in God and that connection I have. Second, it's my family. And most importantly, I love my children. But my grandkids, when they smile or they come through the door or they call me and want to FaceTime and they're like, Mimi, I'm so excited, right? And the third thing about that is when I'm conducting coaching sessions or I'm, teaching, and I see the expression on someone's face of excitement and I can see that aha moment for them. That's it. Those three things right there. I'm flying on cloud 9 all day, forever.
I love it. Now, what is your best advice to the audience for walking with purpose and living a life of happiness?
Your morning routine. Your morning routine is key. Every morning that the sun rises, it's a new opportunity for you to conquer your day and ask for what you want and then go get it and live the life that you dream about. It's possible. But most importantly, if you want all of that, it starts every single morning. The moment you start waking up, what are the words that you're saying? Are you stretching and going, oh, thank you for a wonderful sleep, and oh, today is just going to be fabulous. I just know it. My bed feels delicious. I'm going to have great conversations. I'm going to talk to amazing, incredible people. I'm going to learn something today. Or you say, oh, I have to get up. Blech. I have to go to work. Oh, this dreadful job. You see? Well, oh, the day I'm going to have. So it starts immediately in the morning. So if there's anything that I would say to, and I do all the time, the number one thing is, how are you starting your day?
Very powerful. Your morning routine truly matters. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Amen. Cynthia, thank you so much for being a guest on Walk With Me podcast. I appreciate you. Now, where can the audience find you?
Well, you can find me on LinkedIn, Cynthia Blackwell. You can find me on Instagram, The Cynthia Blackwell. You can also find me on Facebook, The Cynthia Blackwell. On Twitter, I am The Rainmaker. And you can come visit my website, cynthiablackwell.com. And by the way, for any of you listening, I always love offering people a complimentary coaching session or, just a conversation to help you get, for lack of a better description, unstuck or find some clarity for your why. My coaching style is I like to ask questions, but I also like to provide recommendations and suggestions. So that's how you can find me. And I look forward to talking to all of you.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to check out Cynthia at cynthiablackwell.com and on her LinkedIn, Cynthia Blackwell. And also make sure to tune in this series of Walk With Me podcast in 2021. And again, Cynthia, thank you for being a guest on Walk With Me podcast. You have a blessed day.
Thank you very much, Gigi. You keep doing this because it touches so many people. So thank you.
You're welcome. I appreciate you. Have a blessed day.
You too.